course to test the variables. There is somewhere somewhere, okay, variables. And it is shared on blah 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 between students blah 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 and blah blah blah. So actually the metadata of your file you can edit here. You can define what is underneath. Okay? And then you save this file because this is a script, and here you have the shell, your shell. This is the result that will come once you run this file, and this is the different variables that saved in the file. Okay, you can run the code direct from here, from this shell, but I don't recommend it because you need to save the code. If you run the code here, okay, it will be saved just when you are working, but once you close it, it disappears. So for example, if we say, just an example, if we say xy equal to 10 or 100. So now I tell the program, create a variable called xy, this is the name of the variable, and save in this space a number called 100. Okay, and then done. If you go up, you see here it's already created xy and it's 100. You don't know what the type of this number. I don't know. It can be integer. It can be, of course, it's written here, it's integer, but I don't know. I need to test it. Okay. Print type just tell me, print what's the type of this xy, and it's integer. But once you close the program, it disappears. So instead of writing this here, we can write it here. xz equal to 200. Print good. And once you press here, nothing will happen. You can add comment. This is just for testing my skills, and then run it from here. If you go here, you will find it easy. The program or the Python create a space, create variable called xz. It save number was equal to 200, and it print here its integer. Good. So it's easy. In Python, you just write the name of the variable equal to the value, and the program will understand. So if we say, for example, we need to create a variable called g, and this is equal to high class. And then I don't know what will be saved here. I would like to print type of G. Okay, and I don't need this anymore, so I can just make comment here, make comment here. Okay, I will run it. It's here. If we go a bit down, not here, it should be up. Yes, it's here. Create variable G called high class, and it's string, and it's easy. Any questions so far? You can say, or you can ask me, okay, what is the useful here? Why we use this? Anyone should ask this question? Okay, I can ask myself this question. Why we need this? Simply, in the next stage, you already download some file, CSV file. We will write code here to open this CSV file. It will go, try to search for a column or try to search for information in the file, get it in, and then save it in variable. And then after that, we'll start to work with it. Ask.
I'm not sure I can ask questions yet.
Okay. Yep, no problem. Once you have something in your mind, just ask.
Thank you.
Yep. So it's very simple, very, very simple. Equal sign to the right, to the left of the sign, you just put the name of the variable. To the right of the sign, you give the value of the. This is some examples. For example, here, counter 100, mile, 1000, dot, and name is John. We can test this actually. We can test it together. Why not? Just delete this. We don't need this anymore. We can. Okay. And actually, I need to print out the number and also print out the type. So here, print type, and here CU, okay, and here I need to miles, and name. Okay. So we can just run it, and it's already the first variable. It's 100 integer. The second one, it's again number, but it's different type. It's float. Why? Because it has decimal. And the third one, it's string, and it contains a value called Yuan or Yuan. Questions? Yeah, please. No questions? No questions so far. Okay, good. Easy? Or there is any challenge? Okay. This is the output for this running. Again, we can actually cite the same value for different variables. So if we write A equal B equal C equal 1, the program automatic will create 3 boxes, A, B, C, and will assign one for each box. So we can run it if you would like, just to test it. We can say A equal B equal C equal 1. Okay, just run. It's already run. We can go here. You see, create 3 variables A, B, C. All of them is integer, and the value 1, 1, 1. Why we should do that? Yeah, ask.
If I type in any type of text, it has to be assigned to a number, right?
No.
Because that's how
No,
the
no.
program can recognize.
It's intelligent program. We are in artificial intelligence course, so the Python can understand. So if we write, for example, instead of 1, hi, it's text, right? You see here, it's integer, 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 right?
Yes.
Okay, just run it. I didn't define it. I didn't say this is word, right? Just run it. You see, the value is high, but the type is string.
Okay. It's intelligent.
And yeah, please.
But maybe your question can be answered also. You could define it as something else if you want.
Yes.
So when you come into integer, double digit, you could say that I put this and I want this to be an integer.
Yeah.
Or I want this number 1 to be a long number. You could define it as that. And it can be important in some of the operations. So Python will have it's the best possible guess, but it's not always correct. So it's good to check and make sure that you're not using an integer as text, for example.
Yes.
Because technically you could say that 2 is text. You could save it as text.
Yes. Actually, this will be in few minutes. So we'll get this in few minutes. But I will show you something intelligent as well in Python, because normally you can't make an operation with different type of variables. For example, you can make summation. It's normal and simple in mathematics. You can make summation for string and number, right? But Python is intelligent, so if we can say, for example, this one. Okay, and we run this, or instead of 1000 we can put here 6, and we run it. So the counter is integer, right? It's integer. And if we go down a bit for miles, the miles is float, right? It's two different types. But if we ask the Python to say create sum, which is equal to counter plus miles, just sum it together, and then I would like to have print type sum. Okay. You see, where is sum? Should be somewhere here. Yes, here. The sum, they calculated them, gave the summation, and it's automatic calculate or convert the integer of the current. It's integer, convert it to float in order to make a summation. But again, you can play with it, as Shabi said. In a few minutes, I will show how you can convert number or integer to text or text to number or labels.
And I would like to do that because I want to do different operations
Yes.
with the data.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I expect from you a question why we need to assign three parameter A, B, C with the same value. But no one asked me this question, so I can ask myself this question. Why? Simply because I would like to do some operation with the same value but different things. I need for A, I to use it to bring the sum of A. I use B to bring a message. I need to change the type of C from string to number in order to do some calculation.
So every time I want to do different operations with one type of data, or with one.
No, it's not necessary. It's depends on the level of your skill. You can make one variable with the same value, and then within the code you start to play with it to whatever you want. Or if it's simple, you would like to make it clear for yourself, okay, I will use this variable 3-4 times, and for each time I will use it for different equation, and then I will save it in 4 different times. But this actually will give or make some more complication in the future.
So this ABC solution is more complicated than.
It's more
playing with-
complicated because once you start to write a code that include hundreds of lines, you will forget what's A, what's B, what's C. Otherwise, you need to define it very well in the metadata. You need to define, okay, my variables is A, and this is string, and I will use it to do blah blah blah. And it's B, and it's the same value to A, but I need to use it to calculate the summation. Good? For example, we can test this one. This is a very nice example again. You can say ABC 1 to Johan. Okay? So do you expect what the result will be? So A will be 1, and this is the type.
Integer.
Yep. B.
Would it be 2?
Yep.
Also integer.
And C.
Will be a string.
Yeah.
John.
Easy peasy. We can do it. Just delete these things. There's a mistake here somewhere. Why? I don't know, but